what we're going to do is we're going to start off working on this, what we call it, t-shirt design for my brother's YouTube channel. So we're going to take this photograph of a 20-sided dice and turn it into like a 20-sided crystal that a dragon is going to be holding. Here's the graphic of the dragon and where the dice is. So we'll just go back to this image for now and create a new layer. So let's start drawing in this dice. So I'm going to start with some airbrushing. Let's try this. Use a shading airbrush. Yes, thank you. Okay, close that. Is that actually a shading airbrush? Yes, it is. Here's the size. Now let's select the colour, and we'll go for the darker purple for now. So, does this have an option for? No, it doesn't. Oh, yes, it does. Here we go. Special shapes. Doesn't have straight shapes. Alright. Okay. Let's zoom in on the subject. And let's just see how we're going here. Make sure we're working on the right layer. Yes. Doesn't seem to be marking. We need to bring the size up a bit or something. It's there. Alright, well, we can change the brush to an airbrush. And I can see what I'm doing a bit better. Yeah, that's better. So I'm just quickly blocking in those areas where it has that dark purple kind of colour. And do the same for these other colours here. And same for that colour. I'm supposed to be time-lapsing this as well, so I'm going to start the time-lapse. Okay. And this colour. Cool. Alright, now let's get in, drop the size down a bit, and start drawing in. Again, drop the size down, because I mean this is a crystal, it should really have really sharp lines. But I don't want it to be too sharp, so I'm just going to go for a sort of middle ground here. For my hand doesn't seem to be obstructing the microphone. That's it. And then if I want to speed up the process, just blow up the brush. So I'm painting more of the surface area at a time. Cool. So again, where I want the colour separation, I'm going to drop my brush down as much as possible so I can get a harder line like that. And yes, this is definitely a cheat, this part. But I don't have a amethyst 20-sided dice, and this is what we need for the design. So I'm just lucky that we have something here that works for that. Fine pen. Normal pen. Okay. If we remove that, we can start to see how it's going. So we can see it's not very much there at the moment. But we are starting to work out some of the shape of the crystal with this method. See, I won't do the highlights yet. So what we can do to speed up this process a little bit, let's speed it up a tad. Let's create a new layer. Now, we've got a top layer that we're working on. Let's block out with this color here. So let's go back to our airbrush, pump up the size, and just block out the majority of the area with this brush. Cool. Oops. Okay. And I don't care if I overspray, so I'm going to overspray the edges like this. Go. Just again, this is to speed up the process. Now, get my eraser brush and just clean up the overspray edges like this. There we go. Such a tedious process. Alright, this is a lot easier in Photoshop where you can just create straight edged selection tools, but anyhow. Okay. So now I'm just gonna, it's interesting. So there, that's what we've got. So let's go over with a different color. Let's create another layer, and this time we'll choose all the parts that are like this color, like that. Alright, so and let's just start going over this again with the airbrush. Blow it up. Alright, there's the eraser tool. Just fill in the areas where it's all that colour. There's more over here. Let's drop the size down, there's a line here. Again, I don't care about overspray. Yeah, and it's okay if I'm a little bit rough with this. There we go. Blow it up a bit. See a brush. We don't want to see too much like working lines or brush strokes or anything like that because it's crystal. So just trying to get rid of as much of that sort of stuff as possible. But I only want to select that specific color group. So I think that's good. Do some fade-ins. Don't care about overspray. Don't care about overspray. And don't care about overspray. Alright. Now, then we get our eraser tool. And now we're going to deal with the overspray. So there is some overspray there. We'll just delete it. We'll erase it with the eraser tool. Do the same here. Like that. And the same here where we've got some overspray. And here, again, this is really easy in Photoshop where you can create selection groups, selection sets, and save off selections. So each one of the faces of the dice could be a selection set that you've saved off. And then you can really speed up your time. I can't do that with this app. Okay. Still. We'll get there, it just takes a little bit longer. Right, so I think I've got all the overspray bits, looks like it. So if we unhide that lower layer now, we can see what's happening. We're starting to get our crystal shape. And then go to the select that, go to the top layer and open it up. So you can see now it's slowly starting to form this crystal. But it's definitely not quite right. So we're going to add another layer. And we're going to select, which color this time? Let's select this color here. Alright, so we'll hide that and hide that. I'll just, again, we don't care about overspray. Just blast in to these parts where we know that color is. There we go. I think that's all of them. There's not actually that much of that colour. Alright, so let's grab our eraser tool, do the same thing. Create the hard crystal edges with the eraser tool. And get rid of any overspray. Like that. Where are we? Here. And here. Cool. Let's move it off there. It's better. Okay, so let's move this layer up, the top. Hide it for now. So there we go. You can see the crystals really starting to come together now. And you kind of see how we've got there just by pushing the highlights. So this original. So we're still a ways to go. So we'll create another layer. And now we're going to go for all the really dark parts, which we started to do on this layer already. Maybe we can bring this layer up. So I'm just going to hide it for now. Let's select the darker colour. There it is. And just start blasting away. Not going to worry about the fact that I'm overspraying the numbers right now. Does not matter. It's good. Will do. Now let's get our razor tool, and same deals. Get rid of any overspray. Cool. Alright, so let's do the same thing with another colour. Straight away, it's like that, and let's go for this grey colour, and let's just block out as much as we can with this grey colour. Do for now, and get our razor tool and get rid of the overspray. Okay, that is cool. Let us have a look and see how it's going. Let's just hide that. Alright. And that. Look at that crystal. Look how crystally it's looking. Looks like we've got some overspray happening. That's a pretty good start on our crystal. Just using stencils, and like I've still got to put in 20 and everything like that. So, but one thing I need, let's move up, add another layer, is the highlights, which are kind of crucial. So let's drop our brush down in size. Let's go here and just add our line in the middle, highlight. Another one there. Now, let's hide that. So there we go. It's looking real crystally. Now, what I can do, I should be able to do, I should be able to multiple select all these layers, but let's see. Let's go up. Multiple select the layers if we can. No, it's not going to let me do it. Alright, so let's save this file as dice. Save as, we'll save it. Now it's save a copy as dice. Right, cool. Now let's merge these layers down. We'll keep the highlights for now. We'll keep our highlights layer on top and merge this layer. Merge down. Merge down. Merge down. Merge down. And last one. Merge down. So now it's all part of the same graphic. But if I want to use a bit of an artistic license, I can kind of add some highlight shininess where I want to. Just give it more of that kind of look of a crystal. And same maybe here. This place is where I think they would probably have it. We're not really going by the original drawing anymore. We're making it up as we go. So that'll do for now. Doesn't have to be perfect. So if we go to this layer, get our eraser tool, we can really clean up the edges now. Oops. Let's make sure we do it straight. It's easier said than done. Cool. You can see a bit of overspray there. Let's get rid of that. So what we have is our dice. Okay. Okay, that's looking pretty good. So that's the beginning of our dice anyhow. So let's drop that down. Merge the highlights. Actually what we'll do is just duplicate that. Duplicate that layer, hide that one, and merge that one. Cool. Alright, so I haven't put any numbers on the dice or anything yet. It's just the basics of the dice, but it's all one piece. You can probably see there's the original dice. We can get rid of that part now. Let's just delete it. Delete that. And now we reveal our dragon. So dice is too big for the dragon at the moment. Let's drop the size down. Just transform it and scale it. And move it. Oops. Let's try that. And then move it. Using the move tool to where it's going to be wrapped around the tail.